This might ruffle some feathers, but I believe this is the biggest trap the working middle class has fallen into right now. Do you ever feel like no matter how much money you make, you're still stuck in the same financial rut? Rest assured, you are not alone. Hi, and welcome to my channel where we talk about the 3 pillars needed in order to grow and expand your wealth. First pillar is embracing a growth mindset. Pillar number 2 is understanding the difference between being rich and being wealthy. And pillar number 3 is having systems in place to scale your business. Today, we're going to talk about pillar number 2, something that's more than often misunderstood. That is the fact that there is a big difference between being rich and being wealthy. We will look at why creating wealth should always be your number one goal and not just focus on making a lot of money. So let's get into it. A lot of people think that if they just had a bit more money, all their problems would be solved and they would live happily ever after. And sure, having more money can help in the short term, but if your goal is to create lasting security and freedom for yourself and for your family, it's important to understand that there's a big difference between having money and building wealth. Let's look at money itself. Money is a tool. It's something that we need in our everyday lives to pay for things, whether it's groceries, bills, or even luxuries like a nice vacation or a new car. But here's the thing I want you to remember. Money comes and goes. You can earn it quickly, but you can also spend it just as fast. Many people who earn high salaries, people we might call rich, find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, having to repay massive debt because as they earn more, they also spend more. Bigger houses, nicer cars, more expensive vacations. So even if they seem rich, they don't necessarily have real financial security. In other words, having a lot of money doesn't guarantee you won't run out of it, right? If you feel overwhelmed and not sure where to start with your finances, I've put together a short guide, easy ways to reduce money stress and build wealth. I will leave the link in the description so you can download it for free. Now let's talk about wealth. Wealth is different because it's not just about how much money you have right now, but about how well you've positioned yourself for the future. Wealth is about building assets, things that make you money over time, even when you're not working. It's about owning things that appreciate in value, like real estate, investment, or businesses. And when you're wealthy, you're not just relying on a paycheck. Your money is working for you. You have streams of income coming from multiple sources, and that's what gives you long-term security and freedom. Here's an example. Imagine 2 people. One person has a high-paying job that gives them 4.8 million a year. But if they stop working tomorrow, the money stops coming in. The other person might only have 3 million in savings, but they've invested in stocks, properties, or in a business. Even if they stop working, that money will keep growing and providing income. Now, my question to you is, who is really better off? The second person, right? Because they have financial independence. They've built wealth, so they don't need to worry about losing their job or unexpected expenses. Their money is working for them instead of them constantly having to work for money. Now let's talk about some of the benefits that come with being wealthy rather than just having money. Number 1 benefit is time freedom. Wealth buys you time. You have the freedom to spend your time doing what you love, whether it's traveling, spending more time with family, or pursuing hobbies, because you're not tied to a job just to keep the money coming in. Benefit number 2 is having peace of mind. Wealth provides peace of mind. You're no longer living in a cycle of stress and anxiety about whether you can make ends meet or what might happen if you lose your job. You have a safety net, and that's a powerful feeling. Benefit number 3, legacy. Wealth allows you to leave a legacy. It's not just about having enough for yourself, but being able to provide for future generations. You can create something that lasts, whether it's a family business, investments, or like in my business, I leave a growing asset as my legacy. Benefit number 4 is opportunity. When you have wealth, you have more opportunities. You're in a position to take advantage of investments, grow your assets or pursue passion projects that might not bring in immediate income, but could bring fulfillment. So how do you start building wealth? The first step is shifting your mindset. You need to stop thinking only about how to earn more money and start thinking about how to make your money work for you. Instead of focusing on making a quick buck, think long term. Ask yourself, how can I build something that grows in value over time? Next, focus on assets. Instead of spending money on things that lose value, like expensive clothes or cars, look for things that appreciate in value. This could be investing in stocks, real estate, or a business. The key is to build assets that can generate income on their own. Another important step is to create multiple streams of income. Don't rely on just one source of income like a paycheck. Look for ways to diversify, whether it's through side businesses, rental properties, or investments that pay dividends. Finally, learn to live below your means. I know this is not a very popular idea, but wealthy people don't spend everything they earn. They're disciplined with their money and they focus on saving and investing even when they could afford to spend more. Now, being rich might give you some short-term comfort, but it's building wealth that will give you long-term freedom and security. Wealth is about more than just having money. It's about creating a life where your money works for you rather than you working for money. So remember, the goal isn't just to earn more, it's to build wealth that lasts.